When you were young, it seemed like your life was going in slow motion. Things like living in your parents' house, school, and being a kid seemed like it was never going to end. Every setback in your life seemed way more serious, and it felt like it would last for the rest of your life. Your patience with life was so short, and you want things to go your way immediately. I could think about those few years in high school and middle school myself. Those 6 years seemed like 60 years when I was living it. Everything I went through at that time was so impactful to me. Every little thing affected my emotions and took me through the ringer. Well, the funniest thing happened later in my life. You see, my memory of those events has changed and altered so much. I have matured. I have elevated my mind. And I do not care as much about those things anymore. Those things that hurt me so much in the past no longer have an influence over me. Those kids that said those horrible things, I don't see them anymore. Those teachers who gave me detention, I have forgotten their names and faces. Those things hold no weight in my life. I was to the point where I had thoughts of checking out of life early, and I did not want to live anymore. My feelings, my ego, and the traumas in my life had got to me so much. I was done. The more I lived, however, my circumstances changed, and I don't hold those feelings anymore. I decided to persevere and let life take care of me, and things eventually got better for me. Sure, I have those days where things are still not going well, and I may slip into the thoughts of what's the point? But I quickly remember how fleeting those feelings are. You cannot give up on your life. The intense sadness you feel now will not be as strong in the future. I'm not saying this will be an overnight thing, but it does happen eventually. I'm sure there are certain views and thoughts you've had in the past that eventually grew and changed as you got older. Someone you once loved so much, you may not have those feelings anymore. A tattoo that may have meant so much to you once is pointless. Things you based your life around before are meaningless to you. The same is true with this overwhelming feeling of negative emotion. Working on your patience is key to this. A lot of the time, this comes just by getting older and allowing your brain to develop more. Those few years of pain have nothing on the many years of discovery and enjoyment of life.